What is up, my friends, and welcome back to your daily dose of Fortnite here at the Happy Power channel. And today we actually have for you guys today's daily news refresh. Now, unfortunately, there's not that many news topics to talk about. I only have 3 for you guys, but the 3 topics are actually quite major and they're actually pretty dang insane. So stick around, a lot of cool stuff for today's video, even though it might be short. But hey, let's get started. So first things up, as the first Fortnite topic. Turns out there's a rumor that Nadeshot completely ripped off Nickmercs, and that's why he left on 100 Thieves. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, essentially a little while ago, Nickmercs was actually in the organization called 100 Thieves, which is actually owned by Nadeshot. Now, it turns out Nickmercs only joined because Nadeshot offered him 5% of the company, and it turns out he never got that cut. So Keemstar tweeted out this. Rumor is Nadeshot offered Nickmercs 5% of 100 Thieves, then never paid up. Yikes. And then, savagely enough, Nickmercs responded to this tweet and said, "Ain't no rumor, homie, it is what it is." Dang, that is just very bad. Now let's look at what Rod said. Now Rod is actually in the gaming organizations, and yeah, so he actually said this. Nickmercs tells me Nadeshot made a verbal agreement with him at the very beginning of the 100 Thieves that would give him 5% equity in the company. And when investors came, the contract given to him had a percentage cut, but it was much less. Forbes has 100 Thieves valued at $100 million. Alright, so let's do some math. Let's see why Nadeshot did not want to give up some of that company. So 100 million, holy crap, 100 million, that's just absolutely crazy. Minus 5%. $5 million would go to actually, basically, Nickmercs, basically. And yeah, I would be pretty angry too if I did not get that cut and I was actually promised it. 5 million out of 100 million really is nothing, so I'm not quite sure why Nadeshot would not just give him the 5%. That is just, you know, that's just 5% of 95%, because Nadeshot would still have $95 million to himself. Like, it's not enough money. Now, I know it's not technically speaking, he wouldn't actually get this money, but technically speaking, his net worth would go up $5 million because he does in fact own part of that company. So technically right now, Nadeshot's actual like net worth is 100 million plus. Then of course, if Nickmercs got that 5%, his net worth would be 5 million plus and stuff like that. So kind of confusing, but overall a very big cut. Moving into our next topic, we have Ninja explaining why the actual brand new Burst SMG is great for the brand new meta. So I'll let him take over for a minute, and then afterwards we will most definitely talk about it.
How this guy's not getting shot one time. That is what the gun is good for, by the way. That bleed through. Apparently there are people that are upset about this gun being in the game. I think this gun is going to change the meta hard already. It bleeds through. The gun, the damage, the bullets will push through someone's wall. It's kind of what the FAMAS and the Burst were able to do, but they removed it.
Alright guys, so we can definitely tell Ninja really likes their brand new weapon, and he thinks it might be good for the gameplay and of course create a brand new meta. Now I do agree with him. If you guys do in fact fire at a building, it does in fact go through and it bleeds through like he says, because the first bullets break down the actual barrier, which would be a wall. Then of course the next upcoming bullets would still hit the person behind the wall because it actually bleeds through. It fires 3 bullets at a time. So it's actually pretty cool that it actually bleeds through, and I think it's actually a pretty cool meta. So let me know in the comment section down below, do you guys think the Burst SMG is good for gameplay, or is it completely just not a good weapon? And now for our final topic. This is just absolutely crazy, and I had no idea about this because I have not been playing Fortnite that much, as I've been very busy trying to make videos, trying to find topics, and we'll just deal with real life stuff. But it turns out yesterday, in the brand new update, for whatever reason, PC had aim assist. Now we definitely know for a fact aim assist is essentially like Aimbot, and especially on PC. And that's because mouses are very sensitive, and even when you guys add Aimbot to it, it essentially was locking onto everyone's head with inside Fortnite Battle Royale. And not only did McCreamy have it, which is actually a YouTuber, which I'm about to showcase for you guys some clips, but every single Fortnite player on PC had it if you were using a mouse.
That guy just fell out of the air.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh my god, I'm lasering him. They fixed aim. They fixed aim.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, am I auto aiming?
I have aim assist. What? Alright. I'm going on, dude. I got now. My aimbot's ready. Oh my god, what the?
What happened?
That was not okay. That was, I'm barely moved my mouse and I just snapped, like.
Laser that guy in the slip.
Oh!
Yeah!
Oh, yo, this is weird as!
Dude, I'm on their head.
I'll leave a full link to that video in the description down below that you guys just watched. But as of right now, that's all I have for you guys for this particular video. Like I said, guys, only 3 topics, but they're actually very major topics. And hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. But as always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. And as always, stay happy.
I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up. Climbing and climbing, I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you